We are
recording?
We're going.
Oh shit!
Welcome to the
It's
show,
happening.
Sherry.
Thanks for having me.
You can put those cans on if you want to, right there.
I'll try them. I typically don't like cans because
like 'em.
I hate the sound of my own voice.
That's fine. That's all right.
Oh,
There's nothing.
how does it sound?
There's no crimes that can be committed on this podcast, except for like legal crimes. But like, there's no podcast crimes that can be committed on this show. There we go.
I could think of a few.
All right, we're moving.
Oh, I hate this. Oh God, I hate
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another rip-roaring episode of Taylor Neely's show. You know, if you're here, you know where you're at. I'm just making sure these levels sound all right. They all seem all right to me. Oh, wrong sound effect. There we go. Applause.
Oh, that's the only thing is I can't get the sound effects.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck.
Sorry, you're kind of left out of the loop, and honestly, that's why the cans are the best, because you can hear my thunderous applause that I just got from our studio audience. Thank you.
Good
Thank
to
you
be
so much.
here.
Guys, give it up for the one, the only, in the building, in the apartment building, in my apartment. It is the one, the only, the handsome, the queer, the mustached, copying me, kind of, the
You're right.
hairless on the top of his head, kind of, not right now, not having.
I didn't have time to shave today.
Would you shut the fuck up and let me keep listing your credits, pretty please? You've seen him on, he just had a very successful show at Dynamic El Dorado here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I will be having a show June 1st, Taylor's Riff Raff. It's back, one night only. He's doing it. You know him. You love him. It's Sherry. Should I say your last name?
Nah.
It's Sherry.
His
name's Sherry.
Sherry. How are you?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're here.
I've been wanting to do this for a while because I hate to publicly do this, but I have a bone to pick.
Oh, no.
Not with you,
Oh, thank God.
with Noob Assassin.
Oh, Noob Assassin.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Noob Assassin.
Sherry knows the lore. He knows the Taylor Neely
He
show.
killed my
lore.
father.
He killed your father?
Yeah.
How?
He mistakenly thought he was a noob. Wait, is he a noob that assassinates, or does he assassinate noobs?
Don't know.
See, my theory is he thought my dad was a noob and he assassinated him.
Yeah, that's fair. I just don't ask questions.
I'm coming for you, Noob Assassin.
I'm honestly just happy to have fans.
That's fair.
I'm happy to have fans.
The last episode I watched, you said he didn't comment on the last video. Is he back? Has he been commenting?
He has, yes, he did.
Oh, thank God. I've been worried.
I was worried too. I've just been worried because I was really on a good schedule of posting like multiple days, like same day every week pretty much, but now it's been more like Tuesday and then Friday, so it's more than a week spaced apart. But I think, people understand that we all have very complex lives and things happen, like you go to the emergency room.
What do you want from us, Noob Assassin? We have lives.
Noob Assassin, we have lives, and you understand that. I think more than anyone, because you've been very supportive, at least in an online way.
That's amazing.
I do have this fear that he's he's someone from my life from high school that touched me inappropriately, and he's just being...
What? How many people touched you inappropriately in high school?
Just one guy.
So that one guy?
Yeah.
So you're afraid it's that one guy?
Yeah.
You made it seem like there was a plethora of people.
No, it was just one guy.
Okay.
I don't want to share too many details because
That's fair.
I don't know. But apparently he got
it.
in trouble, which that made me happy. There is part of me that is like, should I blackmail him for money?
That could be fun.
Yeah.
How much money? Is he rich?
He's a teacher, so in an upper middle class city, so he made over $100K.
But you said he did get in trouble?
He did.
Oh, well, so then he probably
Maybe he's
doesn't have any
unemployed.
more money to...
I don't know. I just heard that from my friend that he got in trouble.
Aha.
So he could have gotten
For
in trouble.
touching?
I don't know.
Just generic trouble?
Yeah.
He's jaywalking?
There was he was the football coach, my high school football coach. For my high school, the football coach that coached my middle brother and then my youngest brother, he was the coach, and then it came out that like 10 years ago he was the coach of the middle school track team, and he had been hooking up with a middle schooler.
Did you go to Penn State?
No, that's a college.
Oh, fuck! You didn't go to college.
No, I went to
high school?
Jones Middle School
Aha.
in Upper Arlington.
Look it up.
High school. It's in the news. I'm not revealing anything that shouldn't be out there. I'm sure I'm not going to name any names because that's just slander.
Man, this is not where I thought
But
the conversation would go, but I'm here for it.
It's going to go. It's going to take many twists and turns throughout.
I like that.
You ever heard of the Corkscrew at Cedar Point
No.
in Sandusky, Ohio?
No, I know nothing about Ohio.
That roller coaster takes twists. What do you want to know?
Everything. What's the state bird?
Cardinal.
What's the state flower?
I don't know.
Wow.
A Buckeye?
I came on this podcast to learn, Taylor.
Okay. I know other stuff.
Wait, you say the Buckeye?
The Buckeye is
a
the
flower.
is the nut.
The nut.
Yeah. Honestly, I wonder if the state flower is a Buckeye flower.
Is that an actual flower?
It has a flower. I mean,
Wait, what is a what's a Buckeye?
Or wait.
Is a Buckeye not what I think it
Ohio
is?
State
Am I dumb?
flower. A Buckeye's a nut.
Is it?
It's a carnation. Beautiful flower.
That's a beautiful flower.
The Buckeye is a nut. Do you know what it looks like?
No.
Buckeye.
Wow, I'm dumb.
It's a candy. It's also a candy.
Wait, y'all's mascot is a nut?
Buckeye.
I thought
nut. Yeah, the mascot for the Ohio State Buckeyes is a nut. It's Brutus the Buckeye.
How did I not know that? I thought it was like a buck, like a deer, and its eye.
That's why it's called a Buckeye. It looks like
it looks like a deer's
buck's
eye?
Yes.
Which is also would be a weird mascot as well. Why would a deer's eyeball be a mascot?
I mean, the Cleveland Browns,
they're just, what is their mascot? Just
a bull mastiff.
Oh, really?
I thought it was a bulldog.
These fucking mascots.
I know. And Ohio State's is
Auburn is the worst though.
a tiger.
Because tiger, but then they also have War Eagle.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
What about Clemson? Clemson's orange.
What do they got? They're the Tigers too, aren't they?
I think so. Clemson Tigers.
Yeah, they're the Clemson Tigers.
I don't like Clemson.
Although Alabama is probably weirder because they're the
Crimson Tide.
Because they are the Crimson Tide, but their mascot is an elephant.
Which man?
Makes no sense. R.I.P. What's his face?
Nick Saban.
That's the one.
Well, he's not dead.
He's not.
No, he just left the coaching. Unless he died.
Well, then he's dead to me now.
He's dead to. I mean, he had a long career.
My dad graduated from the University of Alabama.
My girlfriend graduated from the university.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little fact. She has that bit.
Yeah, I forget which bit.
We you don't publicly talk about that, do we?
Angel?
Yeah,
she's been on the podcast.
I know she's been on the podcast. I didn't know if it was public that y'all were.
I mean, it's on Instagram. I think everyone can know.
Okay, cool. Very funny comedian.
Angel Contreras.
2-time guest on the podcast.
3-time.
3-time?
Yes. And I love
When
her
was the
very
third
much.
time?
Me, Nathan Driver, and her in New York City.
Oh, have you posted that yet?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's the
I'm behind.
Most recent episode. It's okay. No one's requiring you to listen. It's funny when I supposed to. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought it was. No, it's not. It's me. I thought it was up to. I thought it was up to date on episodes.
Sure, it's okay. A lot has happened.
I've been busy, man.
It's okay. I don't listen to your podcast.
That's no one does.
Exactly, because you got to get one and I'll start listening.
Oh, I have one.
Do you?
I don't post about it.
Do you really?
It's just for me.
Do you post it?
No.
But you have one.
I have one, yeah.
Okay.
It's called Sherry's Sleepy Hour.
Yeah.
It's where I pop an Ambien and then record myself.
You're not allowed to pop
at night. What do you mean I'm not allowed?
You're sober. You're not allowed to pop an Ambien.
I'm Minnesota sober. I still take Ambien.
That's okay.
Yeah.
If I can take mushrooms and be Taylor Neely sober, you can take Ambien and be Sherry sober.
We'll be right back.
After these messages.
This podcast is brought to you by Spring Valley Magnesium.
Oh, fuck. No, actually, no, don't mention them. We kind of cut our deal.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. We're brought to you by Kirkland Sodium. I can't read.
That's really good for my client. Philip gave me that because I have bursitis. It's good for it's arthritis cream, but it's really good for just joint pain.
What's the name brand version?
I don't know. It's not Ben Gay. and I have been.
Brother, we've all been gay.
Oh, I was thinking about this. Tell me you think of this as an idea for a joke.
Hit me.
My buddy was coming home. My buddy was coming to meet up with me from work today, and he said he was coming straight from work. And then the rest is like something about coming straight. It's like when I come, it's in a zigzag pattern. So I'm trying to figure out come straight, come gay.
See, the problem with you is you have a very unique pattern of speech, the way that you talk, and sometimes you just say something and it's not funny, but the way you say it is funny. So I can't tell if that was actually funny because you just said I come in a zigzag pattern, and just the way you said it was funny.
Last night I was at the Freedom
Pineapple
Brew and Shine, Mike. Yeah, I will. Sherry's got some of the most decadent pineapple I've ever had in my life.
This podcast is brought to you by Kroger brand sliced pineapple. Pretty good.
That's
Have any
very-
of your other podcast guests brought you treats?
I've never eaten it on the podcast before.
Oh, your first time for everything.
That's very good pineapple. Some of the best I've ever had, honestly.
Sorry, you were saying last night something happened?
Oh, I did this. There are old people at this mic, Freedom. I went to Freedom, which is 50 minutes away, which is really far to drive for an open mic, but I did it because I've never been before, and I went because I had to pay those boys a visit. The people OTP. It's a different kind of people OTP. Specifically, it's more white. It's very white OTP.
Ostrich tropical pussies.
Please no swearing.
Sorry.
So I went to the fucking Freedom open mic, and I said my joke about I was like, I like the idea of mustard gas because it implies the existence of hot dog gas.
Mm-hmm.
And this old lady that did this laugh like, like she didn't mean to laugh.
Those are the best ones though. When you're actively trying not to laugh.
Yeah. And so I like called her. I was like, I like that you didn't want to laugh, but you still laughed.
Yeah.
That made me happy. I like making someone laugh.
Have you tried saying ketchup gas?
Yeah, I said it. I've been playing
around with
ketchup
it.
gas, pizza gas.
You said hamburger gas the other night.
Hamburger gas.
You went on a 3-minute rant of just all the different gases the other night.
I'll do it again.
Do it right now. You won't.
Okay, let's name all the. No.
You won't fucking do it.
So I think the end of that joke, and then at the end I'll just say pussy gas, which it's a silly little laugh. But then, okay,
that segues perfectly into what I wanted to talk to about. I don't mean to get too political on your podcast, but I was just on the phone with my partner before I came over here, and we were talking about so air that comes out of your butt,
yeah,
it's a fart.
Yeah,
Air that comes out of your mouth is a
burp.
Air that comes out of your pussy is a
queef.
What's air that comes out of your pee hole? What do you call that? What is it?
It's like a. It's like a.
Is it a peef?
It's a problem.
Is a go see a urologist immediately.
I don't. Can you get air coming out of your pee hole? Your urethra?
I feel like if you get sounded hard enough.
You know what
You heard it sounding?
I don't want to talk about this.
All right.
I think my favorite play on words ever is Urethra Franklin.
You know what sucks? It's one of those things that I thought of.
I saw it on the internet a long time ago.
I thought of a bit the other day.
Wait, what's her real name?
Who?
Aretha?
Aretha. Aretha?
Urea?
I
don't even know her real name.
Urethra is just so much funnier.
I don't know her name now.
Fuck. Oh, I thought of a bit the other day, and then I realized it was a Bo Burnham bit, and I don't want to say it on your podcast because it involves the F slur, but it's
Frankenstein.
Yes. Frick.
Yeah.
But it's
the one that rhymes with baguette.
Baguette. Yes. I'll just say baguette.
I said
instead.
I said it way too close to the real thing.
Yeah.
All right. I said it way. No one says baguette like baguette.
Yeah. Hey, can I get
a baguette?
Hey, I was down at can I get 3 of them baguettes? It was the bit was hey fellas, don't you hate it when you're sucking a guy's dick and you find out he's a baguette?
Yeah.
Like, God damn it.
Damn,
I wish I thought I came.
How many years ago was that?
I forget which special that was.
Because I feel like
was that his first one or the second one?
Honestly, that seems so out of character for Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham now.
Yeah, because he seems like
because he went woke.
He seems like a pretty woke guy. He seems pretty LA.
The left came for Bo Burnham.
That's too bad they got him.
Bitches. They got him. No, yeah, it is. I mean, he has like apologized for a lot of his past material. Not apologized, but just been like, I was young. He's like, I mean, he was a child when he became famous.
Do you get offended that easily?
No,
because you're a queer guy.
Yeah,
and you can go
allegedly.
It might all be for the bookings. Me and AJ were talking about you on the phone today. No, don't go. Because I found you out. That's the only reason I have you on this podcast. This
is my biggest fear.
I need some diversity.
Publicly called out on a podcast. Who was it? Gabby Watts made that joke the other day.
Yeah.
I forget where I was going because I was talking to her about something, and I was like, excuse me, something about
Kingston. Big up.
big ups.
I just copied Shane Gillis's podcast. He says it all the time. Damn it. There's no original ideas, Shane.
This isn't Taylor and Sherry's Secret Hour. What's the name of their podcast?
Shane's Secret Podcast.
Secret Podcast.
It was good. One of my favorites.
It's a good one.
Shout out. Those dudes make so much money every month from a podcast.
Their Patreon?
Yeah.
insane.
I think they make 80 grand a lot.
A month?
No, more. They make more a month.
A month?
Oh, Tim Dillon at one point was up to like $250,000 a month.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, obviously
stretch.
Patreon gets a big cut, but
Where was I going with that? Oh, I was telling her that because I say that I'm bisexual on stage, but I don't really identify as bisexual. I prefer queer.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to get into it because I find it like, very uninteresting. But
it's kind of hack these days. I was trying to. We'll come back to this. I was trying to work on a bit. Not your thing. I want to, so I don't forget. I wrote down on my phone, being communist is hack now. Okay, well now back to you.
So hacky. But anyway, so I was talking to Gabby Watts about it. I was like, I don't identify as bisexual. And before I could get to my next point, she goes, "Oh yeah, me too. I just do it for the bookings."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not actually bisexual. But that's a fun hacky bit to do. Is I'm not actually queer. I just do it for the stage time.
I mean, I've been doing comedy for 3+ years. You've been doing it for a year?
Almost.
Not even? That's crazy. You're very good for not even a year.
Thanks, man.
It's very fun to watch you. And getting better too. You've gotten really good recently too, which is fun. And then that's the thing is I watch you, I'm like, oh fuck, he's so good.
This is my face I make when I'm getting compliments.
I'm jealous now. Because there is like when someone who hasn't been doing that long does good, you're like, fuck. You just get, there's always, for me, I don't get jealous in a way where I wish you would fail. I get jealous in a way like it's like inspiring jealousy.
Sure. No, I get that. Do you know who Renata is?
Yeah.
I have a very
big like bowling ball shaped man.
No.
Beard on the back of his head.
No. Renata's a girl.
But
wait, is this a bit? Fuck. I didn't pick up it. Can we cut that? Start over.
Renata?
Do you know who Renata is?
Yeah, the Hispanic girl.
Yeah. No. Fuck. I thought we were gonna do the bit.
What bit?
Cut that all out.
Hey, producer Taylor, cut that bit.
I have a very competitive spirit with her because she's been doing it about as long as I have, and I see her on a similar trajectory of progression. And every time I see her, she's always trying new bits and doing new stuff and always fucking crushing.
That's the thing.
And it's the same thing. It's like it's jealousy in like not in the sense of like, oh, I want to be you or I want you to fail. It's like she makes me want to be a better comedian.
Yeah, work harder.
Yeah.
When I went to New York City, Marcellus Hernandez, I saw him at the Creek
in the Cave?
Yeah, Creek in the Cave in Austin in New York City.
Do they still have the Creek in the Cave in New York?
I don't know.
Huh. I thought that, because I thought they just moved it. Anyway.
The Comedy Cellar, he was on, and he watching him, I was like, I need to. It made me want to write. It was just like so.
I thought that about
great.
Tamara Rubin the other day, seeing her at Limerick, doing her host set at Lightning Round.
Yeah.
I was like, it was all new shit, and it was crushing at Lightning Round. And I was like, fuck. She filmed her half-hour special, and then like 2 weeks later, I was on a show with her, and she did 15 minutes of brand new material, crushing.
That's great.
I literally, after the show, was like, fuck you, dude. That's, in a good way. That's
right.
That's very impressive.
She got a lot of stuff very fast, and and she's done very well with the opportunities she's been given. And some people that just happens for.
That's awesome.
Some people are just kind of.
She's definitely someone. She's another person that I look up to. That I'm like, fuck, I gotta get funnier. I gotta work harder. We all gotta
get funnier. We can always get funnier too.
I just don't feel like I write enough. That's the thing.
I've been writing more recently. Since Angel moved this week, I've been definitely writing more.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about Angel move. I think we both talked about it might be good for us to have some space because I was spending so much time with her because I love her, but also
sure. But once she was gonna move,
because I was
like, get as much time.
Yeah. And now that she has moved, I'm like I've done like I did. I was gonna do 3 spots last night, but I was really tired and I made the host mad.
Wait, which one?
At the late mic, AJ said she came outside and she was like, "Who's Taylor Neely? Doesn't know."
Oh, because you left.
Work, yeah.
She wasn't.
And because I moved I apologized to her on Instagram.
Oh, okay. She wasn't. I don't think she was actually mad, but there was a few people that crossed their names off, so I think she was like, "How?" But
yeah,
she wasn't.
I put you have a string on your head.
Where?
Left eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Left.
Did I get it?
Ugh.
Where did that come? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Did you just fart?
No, it's the chair.
Oh, okay, cool. What the fuck is that?
It's a string.
Chat? Can you see that? Is there a chat?
Yeah.
This is live, right?
Yeah.
We're streaming on Kick.
Yeah. Kick.
Kick?
I don't remember.
Isn't that a thing?
I think it was
know.
at one point.
Do you watch any streamers? Are you a streaming
No.
guy? Yeah, me either.
I'm a. Here's what I am. Let's talk about our things we watch.
Yeah, let's talk about you.
I'm
Who
a.
are you?
I listen to.
No, Christian.
Yep. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when I come home, I just watch YouTube
I've been
videos.
falling down a really dark YouTube rabbit holes recently.
About what?
It's true crime mostly. A lot of this is bad. I fell down a Columbine rabbit hole the other day. That was
Man.
and then which led to serial killers.
Yep.
A lot of infographic like the most gruesome details about the worst serial killers, but with the most god awful 2D animation showing what's happening.
Thing. It's hard for me to watch those things because the production value isn't great. Is it falling over?
No, I just felt like doing that. I don't know why.
The production value on those things isn't incredible.
No.
So I can't. It's hard for me to like keep my attention.
Well, especially with like video essays, I'll listen to them like podcasts. I'll just put earbuds in and like while I'm like cleaning the apartment, and
That's smart.
especially the ones that the production value are really low. Is like you don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
You just listen to it.
But those guys who make those, they get so many views, and that's like they're living off of that. It's crazy.
Ooh, I fell down a femcell rabbit hole the other day.
Is that
hear about
female
these guys?
incel?
These fucking femcell?
You feel about these guys?
Female incels.
I haven't. I don't know. I've heard of it, but I don't know.
They're not as dangerous as incels because incels, they'll take their anger and their violence out on other people, whereas female incels, femcells, will take their violence out on themselves.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of like self-harm.
That makes
stuff.
sense.
Yeah.
Because boys and girls are different.
You guys ever notice how men and women are different?
But I've seen these ads on Instagram now about like hypersexuality and maybe ADHD, and it's just like how ADHD manifests itself in women compared to men,
Yeah.
biological men and women.
No, you don't have to. I get it. I know what you mean.
Sorry, I'm just trying to be.
I swear to God, if you slip up,
Don't give me a queer guy punch.
I will.
I'll
cancel you on your own podcast.
No, you can't cancel me on my podcast. After all the gray areas I wade into with political stuff on this podcast and never get specific.
Such as, but not limited to. We don't.
What have I talked about? Just political stuff that's like not being specific about my political views.
Sure.
How do you feel about the state of the world? It seems pretty crazy right now.
This is probably bad, but I'm actively trying to not pay attention to it.
Oh, I was really paying attention to political stuff, and I would just get mad, and then now I'm kind of just like
bad for my anxiety, and my mental health, dude. Like I realize, like there's a certain level of political awareness that everyone should have.
Yes.
I recognize that, and I also recognize that I am not as politically aware right now as I should be.
Yeah.
I have my morals and my beliefs.
Yeah.
And I stick to those. I'm not like a pushover or or a centrist or whatever. But I over 2020.
Please
and
be
like,
Republican. Please be Republican. Please be Republican.
We'll be right back. Over 2020, I spent all I did was just post about political shit and read every thread about political shit and go to all the protests, almost get arrested.
Nice.
And I had like panic attacks at protests and shit. And it was so much.
Yeah.
And then I just got to a point where I'm just trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. It just like it's I think if you just like voicing your opinion, whether you're super liberal, super conservative, in the middle, lean barely one way or the other, it just like voicing that in a public way kind of alienates, I feel like, not your friends. People who are your friends will be your friends no matter what. But I feel like if you really make your political opinions known, it just kind of like it makes people have an idea of you.
Well, for me personally, it's like I don't really have an audience right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the people who follow me are pretty much my friends.
Right.
So if I were to
you got I guarantee you after this podcast you got one new fan. New big boy.
Let's go.
New
I
big
take
boy.
everything I said back about my dad. It was a joke. It was a bit. I didn't mean it. Forgive me, noob assassin. No, but like if I posted anything political, I'm just posting into a silo. You know what I mean? Like my follower is just, it's a bubble of we all believe the same shit. So like I'm not, also like who's ever been convinced of anything based on social media?
And also, here's how I am.
I was hoping we weren't going to get political.
We're not getting political. We're dipping our toes in.
We're dipping our toes in.
Here's how I feel. Here's how I feel about most things is like
camera pick that up?
my opinions can change.
Sure.
Like how I feel about one thing I might not feel that same way tomorrow, and then I might switch again. Like it's hard for me to have any hard and fast opinions about things because it just like people will present alternate takes on it.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, that is a good point. So it's really hard for me to like say I'm one way or the other.
Well, like I do have my beliefs and things that I like stick to and believe in, but at the same time I also recognize that the algorithm fuck. Can you try that again? Algorithm is only going to push shit that confirms my biases. You know what I mean? Like the algorithm is going to confirm everything that I believe anyway. Right. So it's like, and yeah, like I do believe in them, but at the same time, I have a hard time trusting everything I see online and on social media because it's just all the same stuff. Anyway, when was the last time you went to Chuck E. Cheese?
The last time I went to Chuck E. Cheese had to be a while ago. The last time I had Chuck E. Cheese pizza was when I was still working for TaskRabbit. A client, I was building some IKEA furniture, and they ordered Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and it wasn't bad.
It's been a minute from. Did you know about the? This is old news. But do you remember the conspiracy that Chuck E. Cheese pizzas are just reassembled?
Yes.
Pieces from other pieces of pizza. Yeah. You ever seen the pictures of like
no, that's
none
funny.
of the?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, sometimes just Google the picture. You'll see a picture of a Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and none of the pieces fit together.
That's so.
And
funny.
It literally looks like it was just assembled from leftover
recycled.
Pieces.
Well, okay. Well,
it isn't a bad money saving scheme.
Some Chuck E. Cheeses, if Chuck E. Cheese is a franchise, whoever's in charge of that franchise, I wouldn't be surprised if the owner of that franchise was like, guys, we're recycling our pizza. Because they probably made that pizza that day.
Why not?
Even if they made it the day before, pizza keeps for 3 days.
Just put it back in. As long as you're putting it back in the oven, you're burning off all the germs.
Germs are weak.
Everyone knows that.
If my body can fight off germs, germs are weak.
We have
the technology. We can rebuild him.
What's it called?
Immune system.
No.
Hydropathy.
The
hand sanitizer.
That's the one.
Sand sanitizer.
99.9% of germs.
Yeah. I remember.
Just squirt some on your pizza, man.
Remember, there was a time where everyone was saying, what about that 0.1%?
That was a good meme.
There was a time.
So
do you think it's hacked to be communist now? When someone says I'm a communist...
Do I think it's hacked to be communist?
I just hear people say
getting back into politics.
No, someone said it at the mic last night, and I was like,
someone said that it was hacked to be communist. No, someone said that they were a communist.
Yeah. Someone said they were like, I'm this, I'm a communist, I'm whatever. I was like,
I used to call myself.
I don't believe you. Not you. I didn't believe that person.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't. Labels are dumb.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to.
How do you feel about this? This is how I like to live.
Hit me.
Be nice.
Ew.
Okay.
To everyone?
Be kind.
You're getting warmer.
Find joy anywhere you can.
Okay, warmer.
Do jumping jacks if you feel comfortable.
There we are. We're back. Apple Jacks?
Do jumping jacks and Apple Jacks.
Hell yeah. When was the last time you had a bowl of Apple Jacks?
I was a kid. I love that.
That was my favorite
Apple
cereal
Jacks are good.
For a minute.
Cereal is bad for you.
What?
Cereal's bad for you.
Since when?
Since it's been invented.
According to who? Joe Biden?
Maybe. I don't know.
You listen to that guy?
No, I hate him. No, I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
You heard it here first, folks.
I can't wait for this Trump Biden smackdown.
Oh my God. I hope they debate. I just want to hear Trump.
They're going to.
Again. Are they?
Biden released a video yesterday saying, have a day. It was very funny.
Trump and Biden part 2. The electric boogaloo.
I know. It's going to happen again, and
it's gonna be a good
whoever
time.
Wins, it's just going to be the same shit. Same shit, different toilet.
Yeah.
They're having it here, though.
Although Trump has a gold toilet, so...
Yeah, same shit, different golden toilet.
Tell me, I got to pick between two guys, and one has a golden toilet? Of course I'm going to pick the gold toilet.
When I was leaving...
I bet Biden has a bidet.
When I was leaving New York City, in LaGuardia.
Yeah.
Or I was taxing on the runway.
What's the other airport in New York? Isn't there another one, or am I making that up? Is this too much?
No.
Okay.
The other one is there's LaGuardia and I forget JFK.
That's one. Anyway, sorry.
But I think your little circles are loose on there.
Circuits?
Yeah, tighten them up because it keeps flopping around.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's whoever sat there last. There we go. No, but I saw Trump's plane.
Really?
I was like, that's kind of cool.
He has his own plane.
He has one big giant
Is it
plane.
gold?
No, it's blue.
That's gay.
It's blue and it says Trump on it. I think he just has one though, so it had to be his one.
Dude.
He must have been in New York
I mean,
City.
you know
at the
why
same
it's
time
blue,
as-
right? And Blue Chew.
Yeah, you take Blue Chew.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I'm a subscriber.
Me too.
I
I put it on pause because I had too many.
I literally just put mine on pause
I
yesterday.
have so many.
Well, here's the thing. Once I get comfortable with someone, I don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
But for that first time,
Yeah.
let's be honest, the first 3 times.
Yeah, but if I've been sinning too much and touching myself, and then I'm gonna have sex with my person I'm seeing, I'll still take one.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like it's guaranteed it's gonna keep me hard to. It makes sex more enjoyable.
I don't know. Do you get the Blue Chew hangover?
No, but my face gets kind of hot, and
My
it gives me headaches.
Same. For like 24 hours afterwards, I will have like a sinus infection symptoms. I'll have a stuffy nose, a headache. It's awful.
That's a weird side
but
effect.
worth it.
Is it?
No.
I take the Cialis one though.
I need to try that one.
I like that one.
I've been taking the generic Viagra.
I like it more. No, I don't like the generic Viagra. It's too much. It makes my face very hot.
I don't know what the highest milligram count that you can buy is. What is it? Is it like 20?
I don't know.
Anyways, I would take 2 of them.
No.
Yeah.
I take half of one. I'll take a third of one.
Dude, that's what another comedian said who I will
I'll
not
bite it in half.
name, also said that he only takes half.
Yeah.
I'm like, I used to take 2 of them.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, because the first time I took one, it didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
You're long, though.
This is dumb, huh?
You have long arms and legs, and there's more blood to move around.
More blood to move
Maybe
around.
it takes longer for it to reach your wiener.
Yeah, long limbs and a short ween.
Well, what did you have said you grew up as like a pastor, or you wanted to be a pastor?
I wanted to be.
Classic tale as old as time.
Tale is old.
Time is old as tale.
Me, Sam Kinison, others.
You're from Georgia.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, yeah. I've lived in Georgia most of my life.
Yeah.
I was born in Columbia, South Carolina. Then we moved here. And then I lived in Houston, Texas. But I was like 3.
H-Town.
Let's go. Allegedly, I don't know if this is true, but according to my parents, one time we were going to the same gym as Charles Barkley.
Nice.
And I held the door open for him at the gym.
Good man.
It's my one claim to fame. You forgot to list that on my credits at the beginning.
I'll put it back in.
Thank you. Yeah, add it in post.
Yeah.
I
I don't edit my podcast, but for this one,
some of
heavily
my
edited. I'm gonna swap our heads.
sick as hell. What are you gonna put in the background? On the green screen.
Probably mice.
Sick.
I don't know. Do you have any requests?
No, mice is cool.
Mice.
I like
Probably
mice.
Mice or rats or bugs.
As long as they're
bugs.
bugs are cool.
Sometimes cars.
I saw a spider in a tree last night.
I might put a spider.
Put a spider.
Maybe.
What kind of spider?
Maybe my favorite sex scene. What kind of spider? I don't know. I think wolf spiders are really cute.
Wolf spiders are cute.
Tarantulas are fun.
I really want to get a tattoo of a black widow on my neck.
You should.
I think that'd be
I want a spider tattoo
be
also.
sick as hell.
We should go get tattoos one day.
Let's do it.
But the problem with getting
I want to get a
tattoos,
Seven Fest tattoo.
you should.
Were you at Seven Fest?
No, I was on a golf trip.
Fuck.
I know.
You missed out.
It seemed like fun.
It was so
It
much.
seemed like everyone was there.
I was there till 3 a.m.
Wow.
because I was supposed to host. No, I wasn't supposed to. So a comic who shall remain unnamed was going to host the after party.
Yeah.
Which is essentially just an open mic, but
Yeah.
he was going to host the after party. But
Oh, Murray.
sure.
Wait. Sorry, hold on. I was kind of listening to what you said. I was thinking about something. What'd you say?
I wasn't gonna name him, but he got blackout drunk and rage quit. So Seven came up to me at one point.
I was supposed to do the after thing, and then I couldn't.
Seven came up to me at one point and it was like, "Hey, if Murray doesn't want to host the after party, do you want to do it?" I was like, "Sure, anything for you, Seven."
Yeah.
And then,
Here.
I don't know.
Keep it going. I'm gonna get some coffee. Keep.
Ooh, this happens every episode. This is my favorite part.
It does happen every.
Oh man, I'm living it. This is like when Joe Rogan asked Jamie a question.
Oh God, I remember that.
I'm experiencing it like it was yesterday. Any hoozles, he got blackout drunk and he rage quit, and so Seven just looks at me and goes, "Sherry, start hosting." And I look and the stage is just empty. I was like, "Oh fuck!" So I hop up on stage, and that was the very first time I ever hosted anything.
He wasn't having fun?
I don't know what happened.
Damn, that's too bad.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, dude, that magic mind just kicked in.
It just kicked in for you?
Yeah,
It's been kicking in for me this whole
really?
time.
I
like it. I'm a big
start
fan.
the podcast over. I'm in the zone now.
Only 35 minutes in. We could definitely start.
We can stretch it.
I can't believe Joe Rogan does 3 hours of this shit.
Insane.
It's so long.
With so much time.
It's so much time.
Some might say too much.
Yeah, I get it. I get an hour and a half in. I'm like, an hour and a half. I'm like, I'm so good. Yeah. No, I am a big fan of Magic Mind. Me and Sherry butt chugged 2 Magic Minds before this.
We boofed them.
I'm a big fan. Pete Holmes talks about it in his podcast. I like it a lot.
Holmes.
I'm a big fan of certain nootropics, but some nootropics damn near just get you fucked
You were
up.
telling me about one the other day that
It's called Phenibut.
fucks you, which just sounds like taking fentanyl in your butt.
I'm going to tell you what it is. Phenibut.
In a butt.
It's okay. Yup. Phenibut sold under the brand names Anfevin, Phenibut, and Nufen, among others, is a central nervous system depressant with anxiolytic effects and is used to treat anxiety, insomnia, and for a variety of other indications. It is usually taken by mouth as a tablet, but may be given intravenously. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Sorry.
Let's see. What are the drug class? GABA receptor agonist, gabapentinoid, which
GABA Watts?
Gabby Watts. GABA receptor, that's where Xanax acts on those. Side effects of
never taken
Phenibut
Xanax.
can include sedation, sleepiness, nausea, irritability, agitation, dizziness, euphoria. When I took it,
It's a good show.
when I took it, I did notice euphoria. I know it felt like a low dose roll. Like
It took you
MDMA.
taking that neurotropic to notice that show on HBO? Mm-hmm. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I guess it would make sense. You need to be high to really appreciate that show.
I only saw the first season.
Second season. Wait, how many seasons were there? 2 or 3? Like 4. Really? I watched them all. I love that show.
There's so many seasons
Great.
of Stranger Things.
Only thing I don't like about that show is that it's high schoolers.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when you think about that.
Why Hollywood? Why we got to keep sexualizing high schoolers?
More like Holly Weird.
Sick as hell, dude.
More like how liberal media.
Got him, dude.
I got them good.
You got him, bro. That deserves an applause.
Nice.
There it is.
Sherry doesn't know what I just pushed.
I heard it.
Oh, did
It was a wait, don't tell me. It was a sound of a rattlesnake. The long sip means I was correct. The only reason why I said that is because I blanked on what the actual name of it is. What's it?
this?
It has a name.
I know it does. I don't know what it is, but I know it has a name.
Rim shot.
Yep, that was a rim shot.
It also sounds like you're fucking someone in the butt.
What are you? So you like? It's very weird doing a pod because I listen to so many famous people's podcasts, and it's weird doing a podcast at the level of comedy where we're at. Where
Sorry,
it's
I just wanted to see if I could fit that in my mouth.
It's where like we could just quit any day and it just wouldn't matter.
Yeah. We would have made 0 mark
Yeah.
on the comedy
Yeah.
world. No one would know.
So it's just like, but I don't know. Maybe some people get a value out of this. I don't know.
Which means we could say anything.
Oh, okay.
What are they going to do? Cancel us? You
Cancel.
can't cancel me. I have no career.
I cancel myself. What's like the career you want? Like, do
career
you
that I
want
want?
comedy to be your career?
Yeah.
Or is this just for fun?
I think I am new enough to this to where I haven't gotten jaded yet. And
I've gotten a little jaded, but you know, I've been a little less jaded, but I have been jaded.
Sure. I'm still confidently delusional enough to believe that I could make it.
Man, those first 2
you know?
years, I did as many open mics as possible all the time. And I'm like, how did I do that?
Excuse me.
Because I would like pack an extra change of clothes, work all day, work right up to where I had to leave for the mic, go to the mic, do 3-4 mics every night if I could. I go on Sundays, and now I'm like, that just, for my mental health, I can't do that.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But
I
think there's a time when you first start, I think that is necessary
Yeah.
to go to as many mics as possible.
was beating myself up on Tuesday because I only did 1 mic.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I should have done 2. I should have done at least 2. I'm trying to average.
2 a night is all right.
Yeah.
3 a night is great.
It's great.
4 is incredible.
I don't think I've ever done 4.
Yeah. I've done 5 in a night.
That's wild.
Is my record.
Really? Is that here or in Austin?
Here.
Wow. What
in
night?
Austin you can do more for sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Austin is like here, but there was a time, there's also not as many mics as the mics in Atlanta fluctuate.
Yeah.
Where there's more, there's less.
Yeah, four a week is my minimum. To where if I do 4, I'm like, okay, I did something.
Yeah.
But if I do, it's rare that I do
Yeah.
less than that. But if I ever
Yeah.
have a week where I do less than 4, I'm like, that's a failure in my book.
A good amount, I think a good benchmark to try to achieve every week. It's not possible every week, but an hour every week of stand up, that's good. That's a
Yeah.
good week for me.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens. I think it's between 30 minutes and an hour every week, I think.
Yeah.
But there is like I feel like I was slacking a little bit. But that's the thing about like I think no one, I don't think anyone is perfectly spot on all the time. Like with like doing like no one, maybe I'm wrong, but I am not consistent with anything I do.
Sure.
Really?
But I mean, everyone has off weeks and off days, and you know, I'm getting choked up thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that was. Sorry. This is great podcasting.
It's okay.
What were we talking about? Gophers?
Do you feel like you have a lot of love in your heart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
You seem like a guy that has a lot of love in your heart.
Unfortunately.
No, I think it's good.
Is it?
I think it's good.
It hurts.
It does hurt.
Because sometimes it wants to get out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's all in there.
Yeah.
And you have nothing to do with it
And I'm
sometimes.
like, I just feel like, are you like...
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not like there have been girls I've heard say, or people like, yeah, I just have so much, I give so much love. I just have so much to give. And that's a red flag to me if someone's like, I just have so much love to give.
Damn.
And they're just broadcasting that. I think it's just like something you have.
I feel
probably.
it, but
yeah,
I don't. It's like the same people that like identify themselves as empaths.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm an empath. I'm so empathetic. It's like, okay.
Because I have a lot of like I feel a lot of emotions like very deeply.
Yeah.
Specifically anxiety and depression sometimes, but also like love and joy. I feel those very good, and they make me cry sometimes. And that's my favorite way to cry is happy.
The happy tears.
Yeah.
When was the last time you happy cried?
Yesterday, I think.
Ooh, what over what?
Angel.
Aw.
Because I love her so much.
Gross.
It's pretty gross, but it's just how I feel. I can't help it.
That's cool.
I
I have found myself in a new. I hesitate to say love situation because we haven't dropped the L word yet. But
don't do it.
It's coming.
There's no going back.
It's coming.
There's no going back.
Which is wild because I'm normally the type of person to say it pretty fast.
Yeah.
But I'm like intentionally holding myself back from.
Is this my heart saying this, or is it my penis saying this?
It's definitely my heart. A little bit of both.
A little bit of my.
A little bit of both.
The wiener.
What my wiener? What are you
influences
telling
it.
me? What my wiener can't have no love?
So I can't love with my wiener?
You tell me I can't.
My
Hey,
wiener feels deeply.
back in my day, you used to be able to love with your wiener.
This little guy, and he is small.
What, a white guy can't love with his wiener no more?
Small wiener, big hot. Big wiener hot. That's me.
You know what they say?
Little wiener.
Cold wiener,
Cold wiener.
warm heart.
Tiny wiener.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm in a new thing right now where
It's exciting.
It's scary.
Scary. There are scary things with me and Angel at first.
Yeah.
It's kind of touch and go at first, which is just like, and I'm like, with my current thing, I'm like, if this doesn't work out, God forbid, but it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I could go through this again. It's exhausting. Starting to see someone new. Yeah. It's a lot of emotional energy put into it. But the heart wants what the heart wants.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
And sometimes my heart just wants a big plate of spaghetti.
Brother, when was the last time you had a big plate of spaghetti? I feel like I've asked you when was the last time you had some sort of type of food like 5 times already. Chuck E. Cheese, Apple Jacks, spaghetti, Blue Chew, cock, chicken.
I had chicken yesterday.
What kind?
I'm gonna have some for dinner. Me and Angel, she was in town on Sunday, and we went to Rusan's, which is a very good.
Never even heard of that.
It's a sushi place.
I don't know any.
Over in Edgewood Market or whatever, Edgewood Court or whatever. But they have good sushi, and they also had some kind of teriyaki stir fry or whatever.
Nice.
But then I had egg noodles, and I boiled the egg noodles. I made like a garlic, olive oil, butter, anchovy paste sauce.
You made it?
Yeah, just garlic, olive oil.
Who are you, Chef Boyardee? Or like Chef Girlyardee?
That's my favorite.
Give me a rim shot. Fuck. I can vaguely hear what it is, but I don't know what it is. Hold on, let me hear it.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
The bits never stop.
I'll never know.
You'll never know.
I'll see the final edit. You know what I miss? Leftover rotisserie chicken. Just rotisserie chicken in the fridge.
That's right. You don't
And
eat meat.
just 3 a.m. reaching your hand in the fridge and just grabbing a little.
I was really on the rotisserie chicken train. I was loving
What
it.
happened?
And then I got a Publix one. It was rubbery and tasted bad, and I just don't want to get one.
You don't get one from Publix. Everyone knows.
Kroger has good ones.
Walmart,
Really?
allegedly.
I don't like getting groceries from Walmart.
I don't want to get canceled by the vegan police.
Walmart feels like I just feel like Walmart's groceries aren't real.
I grew up. That's the only place we grocery shopped was Walmart. Oh, to be fair, it was the closest one.
Tale as old as time.
Brother, let me tell you. And we were only allowed to get great value stuff.
Ew.
No name brand.
No.
No name brand.
Great Value is their Walmart.
There were only 2 types of cereals we could eat.
Yeah.
Is Walmart brand Wheaties. I forget what.
Oh, no.
But like wheat thin or not wheat thins, but you know what I'm talking about. Walmart Great Value Wheaties and Great Value Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yikes.
Those are the only 2 cereals we had.
Those are
And every now
awful
and again,
cereals.
I loved them. Although to be fair, I would dump like a quarter of a cup of sugar into a bowl. Raisin Bran, big fan.
Do you think sugar on a steak would be good?
Sugar on a steak?
Yeah.
Why not? A little sweet, a little salty, a little sweet, a little savory. Because think about like a sweet sauce on a steak.
True. I like a remoulade. I really like
A creme brulee steak.
Hey, Maddie Matheson, where you at? Make that for me.
Have you ever bruleed
Binging with Babish?
Have you ever bruleed sugar before?
Yeah, I was a line cook, and my job was desserts and salads.
I can see that. You seem like
I bruleed the creme.
And bruleed the creme. That sounds gay as hell, dude.
Hey, I've been a little gay sometimes.
Hell yeah, brother. You're too far away.
But I like Kroger's brand, private selection stuff.
Oh, just general?
Like cheeses and
yeah.
whatever else. Private
Especially
selection.
when you got that Kroger Plus card.
Oh, I use that. I love Kroger.
Those discounts, baby.
Kroger is from
And the gas points.
Oh, yeah. There's just not one. I mean, there's one down that way on Memorial Drive, but it's not as close.
What, a Krogie?
It's not.
I guess there's not a Kroger near here, is there?
It's close-ish, but it's also scary Kroger.
Another fun fact. I almost hooked up with a girl who lives in this apartment complex.
Do I know her?
No, she doesn't live here anymore.
Ugh.
She moved
She
to
died?
Chicago,
Oh, thank God.
I
She
think.
died.
No.
She passed gas.
We got drunk.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. Wait for it. Wait. That bitch dead. There it is. No, she's still alive, but I was still drinking at the time. And
Nice.
we got drunk on gin.
Ugh.
Of all things. We did. So even when I was like getting drunk every day, I still would never like mix my liquors.
Yeah.
So smart drunk.
You've always been a smart girl.
What can I say?
She's
so
smart.
we originally.
She's smart. She thick. She got a leaky pussy.
Yeah. Fuck. I was trying to riff on that, and I couldn't. My mind drew a blank. I think when you take Magic Mind, you can only think of clean riffs.
Not me. I'm Riff City right now.
Fuck.
But
Riff Raft.
I'm always Riff City.
June 1st.
June 1st. Dynamic El Dorado.
I'll be
Riff
there.
Raft. Sherry is on the show. That sounded wild.
Did it? Hold on, I want to hear it.
That sounded crazy.
Oh God.
That's wild.
I didn't like that.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I got a little bit of saliva on you.
It's okay. It's not the mic I talk into. Just the one Drew
Do
talks
ASMR?
into. No, I hate ASMR so much.
What do we have here?
I hate ASMR so much.
Sugar
I hate
Schweppes.
it. People do it for cooking videos. It makes me so mad. It's infuriating ASMR. It doesn't and people don't do it right either. Stop doing ASMR right now.
All right, I'll just do it when I'm chewing on a piece of pineapple.
That's fine. That's okay. Give me one of those. Damn, that's a leaky ass pineapple, bro.
So,
Oh, give me one. I want a piece.
the other day,
It's really good.
I was,
Ew, God.
I was talking to someone
This is going on.
at
this is-
Limerick Junction.
I'm going to make a clip out of this shit.
I need another piece. I'm not done with my story yet. I was going nowhere with that. God, that pineapple is so good.
This one especially.
You get a little juice on your. Oh shit! That's your favorite shirt.
It's okay.
Fuck. I feel guilty now.
I can get another one.
You're gonna make me cry for
You
a
know
third
what's really
time on
good?
your podcast. Has anyone ever cried on your podcast before?
Me, maybe a little bit. Not
You?
really.
You-
I got like tears started to come up, but then they got sucked back down.
Tears started to come.
They started to come, but they mainly pre-cum tears. Like, they sat there, and then they just kind of went back.
Were you there last night when Jacob Chalk was saying that he can feel pre-cum?
I mean, I can see it on the end
Yeah,
of my
you can
penis.
see it, but he says he can feel it.
He's autistic, so
That's
autism makes you feel things more.
I literally asked him, I said, is that like a special autistic power that you have? Like when it's like, when a blind guy, his hearing senses
When a
go
blind
up.
man
So when an
sings?
autistic guy, when his
blind
social
man?
awareness
Yeah.
cues go down,
Yeah.
his feelings of pre-cum come up.
There's a song called "When a Blind Man Cries" or "When a Blind Man Sings" or "When a Blind Man Cries." When an autistic man comes. Weird Al,
Where you at?
Weird Al, get on it.
Get
Doggone it.
on it. He listens to the pod, right?
I hope so.
That'd be sick.
That guy seems like a cool guy.
Have you seen the Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah,
You saw
So
it?
I
Was it
started
good?
it and I fell asleep.
Ah.
What I
What's it
do-
on? Is it on Amazon?
I watch a lot of stuff and then I fall asleep. It's on the Roku channel. It's a Roku movie.
Is it a Roku original?
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing.
I gotta check on this because that's so funny.
Roku original. Or a Tubi. You
The
watch
Weird
Tubi?
Al movie is a Roku original.
It's a Roku original.
It was a decent movie.
It's a decent movie.
I'm sure they got a fat check from that. But that was probably all of Roku's budget for movies.
I heard myself clap.
Don't mess up my slate.
I'm sorry. We need to do another ad break, don't we?
If you want to.
It's your podcast.
I don't do those.
All right.
You can do one if you want to, but no, don't look at that. That's my refinancing offer.
What can I look at?
What is like your but I do feel like I just feel like I feel a lot of emotions like pretty gotta go over the front. There
Sorry.
you go. Too much for you?
Too much.
I got used to them. I love them. I feel like they focus me in and get
Really?
me in the zone. Yeah, I like the cams.
I hate hearing the sound of my own voice.
That's fair. I don't care because I've been hearing the sound of my voice for a long time. I don't care.
That's fair.
I don't mind watching myself. I don't care.
That was one of the biggest things that I had to get over.
It's hard at first, but
listening back to myself.
you just get used to it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with listening back to it, but like listening to it live,
Yeah.
that's another weird thing that I can't.
Oh, you mean like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm used to it.
I'm like right now. I'm even I'm very self conscious of my voice.
God. I'm just used to it by now. It's
I
barely a
like
delay. It's as you're saying it.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. It gets me in the zone.
Yeah.
Auto zone.
Get you in the zone. Ooh.
I think it focuses me. And
Yeah.
I need to be the thing with podcasting, especially the solo ones, I'm like I find I get into a zone. It's like it's breaking that zone is very detrimental to the flow of the podcast.
Because you just go.
I'm trying to just be in the flow state all
just
the time.
riff.
That's what I like about the Magic Mind is I feel like I'm in the flow state.
In the flow state.
The flow state I desire.
Progressive.
The
flow.
progressive
I've heard
flow
that
from
woman's a
progressive.
bitch.
Yeah, I heard that too, but she's rich.
That's so wild that
I'm rich, bitch.
multiple people have heard that. That's like a rumor that's out there.
You know, it could also be wrong.
You could be wrong. She could be lovely.
You know about like
Flo, I didn't mean it.
those rumors about Ellen being a bitch?
Yeah.
That's like people that those rumors spread on the internet and then you hear another take. It's like, oh yeah, that could not be true.
It could not. Yeah.
There was like that thing. There was that thing going around, like an email from Steve Harvey, him saying like, "Don't look me in the eye," whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then someone brought up like him being like a jerk and being a diva or something. And then someone brought up like Steve Harvey has 50 million shows going on at one time. He doesn't have time for like people coming at him with like extemporaneous bullshit. That's like
It's funny because like it's easy to say everyone should just be nice to everyone, but
Yeah.
like we have no idea what those people's lives are like. Like not
to
can
be
you
that
imagine
famous
not being
and
able to
rich.
like trust anyone?
yeah.
like you not being able to trust like people's intentions with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you actually like me, or are you just trying to get something from me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
so
like-
I would probably be standoffish too if I was famous,
Yeah.
which is why I vow to never be.
Famous.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I think.
I
I
do wanna
mean,
be-
Bill Murray has said, or maybe it was
Do
Jim
you want to be
Carrey.
famous?
I don't know. I think I do.
Yeah.
Honestly,
What a dumb dream, isn't it?
I know. I'd rather be respected and known, at least known in the comedy world.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You'd rather be a comic
Yeah,
than a famous
but
comic.
like a good one. Some people are like he's a comics, and they never go anywhere.
Sure.
But I think
I feel like eventually they do.
'cause that's where I feel
They
like
do it for long enough.
I feel like Eddie Pepitone apparently had a hard time taking off for a long time, and now he's doing great, but still like
Yeah.
I don't think he's wildly rich.
No.
I think it's few and far between like comics that get wildly rich.
Yeah. Like multi-millionaire
It's like-
levels of wealth.
I would like to. I mean, most people. I think most comics starting out, you're like, I just want to be able to support myself from this. But that's why I also started doing the podcast, because I'm like, I think most people just hate my comedy. So, but I'm like, this is another thing. I do enjoy doing podcasting, but it's like it would also be cool if I was able to like support myself from it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
But you asked me what I wanted out of comedy. What do you want out of
What do I
comedy?
want?
Yeah.
That's a good toot. I would like to tour
Yeah.
and headline
Yeah.
and do the podcast and have guests, meet cool people, meet cool comics, meet like, it'd be cool to be at there seems to be like Shane Gillis, Mark Normand, Sam Morril, that level. It seems like that's like a club of comics you get to that
Yeah.
level.
Is that a level you want to get to?
It seems like fun.
Yeah.
That level seems like fun. Like Shane Gillis, he's newly famous, so he could turn into an asshole, but he still seems like he's himself.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's having a lot of fun. Like I want to get to a level where I'm just like, I'm not worried about money, and I get to do cool stuff and have fun and get to do comedy, and comedy's still fun. And but I also got to be good. Like I don't want to be given something before I'm ready.
Yeah, for sure.
And I deeply want to please everyone, which is a huge character flaw of mine.
You a people pleaser?
Yeah.
Same.
I don't know.
It's awful.
I just want people to like me.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't want to please people. It's selfish. It's very selfish.
Oh, yeah.
Deep down,
You want to be loved.
yes, I want to be loved and adored,
Adored
but also
by everyone.
I don't want to be, not in like a weird kink like sex way. I just want to be like,
Unless.
I just want to be liked, but I also want people to like me for the right reasons. I don't want it
Yeah,
to be
for
like-
sure. Yeah.
But that is something I was going to say earlier. It's like I want to be like I feel like I have a lot of love. Like I love my family a lot. I have
What's that like?
great. I have an amazing
love-
relationship with my parents, my brothers. I love them all very much. I love my family a lot. And but I'm also something AA taught me or not taught me, but something I figured out through AA is I'm also very like deeply selfish and just like really I focus on
I
myself.
feel like
a
you
lot.
kind of have to be a little bit in order to make it in entertainment.
Yeah. I'm also
A little bit, not a lot,
Yeah.
but like, although the most successful people are like narcissists,
Yeah.
narcissist psychopaths.
Also, if I had $1 million, I'm not good with money. I'm giving away a lot of it, I think.
really,
Like if I came into $100 million, I'm giving a lot of my family millions.
I like to think that I would do that.
True.
But
I say that.
you never know.
Yeah. True. I
But,
could
like,
get all
I'm-
that money. and
I'm
be
also not like, I'm just in general not a fan of like things.
I know. I like stuff too much.
So I feel like I would just bury it in a hole.
No, I'm spending it.
I would spend a half of it.
I'm spending so much of it.
What would be the first thing you buy?
A car, probably a nice car.
What kind?
There's too many to think of.
Do you want to have like a Jay Leno like garage?
Not that big, but I want to have like probably 10 cars or so. I would probably
What would be the first one you would buy? Then?
first one I would buy
If you could buy 10 cars right now,
God.
what would the first one be that you would buy?
Porsche 911 996, the last air cooled Porsche.
Ooh, the
buy
last
that.
air cooled Porsche.
Now they're water.
What does that mean? Oh,
They were air cooled. They're cooled by the air. So most cars now have a radiator, and it has coolant that sends it through the engine to cool it down.
I knew that.
That's fine. You don't have to know that.
No, I knew that. Taylor. I know things.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that you put oils in cars
Yeah.
and gasoline.
Right.
in other fluids.
I would buy some Porsche. I would buy a truck. I would probably buy an F-250. Or no, I'd probably buy an
That
early.
was a fighter jet.
No, that's an F-15.
Fuck.
I'd probably buy an early 2000s GMC Sierra, an early 2000s Toyota Tundra. I would probably buy a Geo Tracker because I think they're hilarious. Probably.
I thought that was a game on your phone where you find Pokemon.
No, that's Pokemon Go.
Fuck.
That's geo tracking.
Geo tracking.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Geo Tracker's a car.
I know nothing about cars.
I would buy an E30 BMW. Absolutely. Ooh. I would buy.
What's the BMW that Mark Norman bought?
2002.
2002.
Yeah, that's like it's a tiny little car. There's one that is on a road around here. It's very cool. It's got a nice patina on it. It's beautiful. Patina is like. Do you know what patina is?
Yeah, but for the listeners,
patina. I barely know her. Patina is like it's the way I think I don't know exactly, but it's the way like paint. You know, like on an old car, the paint will be like all splotchy and like whatever.
Yeah.
That's a patina.
Yeah.
It's like people want that look.
The first time I ever heard that word before is I worked for this company where it was a clothing brand, and we also made
right. It was Fleshlight.
It was Fleshlight. It was Fleshlight.
Fleshlight, but they got into t-shirts.
Yeah. Very few people know this. Fleshlight actually makes all their money on t-shirts.
Crazy.
The dream was to make obviously the pocket pussy.
Yeah.
But they do that that's what they do for fun. But the real money is in the merchandising.
Yeah.
The Fleshlight t-shirts.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kenny Stimpion's sticker?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
You haven't. Kenny Stimpion has a sticker. It's his merch that is a Fleshlight smoking a joint.
I have seen that. I need to get merch. I need to get. It's incredible. Sticker. I don't know what my sticker would be though.
I'm working on stickers right now.
Man, can I go pee real quick?
I also have to pee, but you go first.
I'll go first. You kind of just entertain the people.
I will entertain the people. That fizzles out. I'm not going to fizzle out. I'm going to keep the energy going. Here's the thing. I'm talking about the stickers that I'm going to get made. It's me as Nosferatu. This is the bad version of it, okay? The version is going to get better, but I don't know if you guys can see that. That's me as Nosferatu. That's the bad version of it, okay? I also did not do that. I'm not good at Photoshop, but I think it's cute. I think it's funny. I think it's clever. I'm starting to sound like Taylor Neely over here. We're just gonna rant. We're just gonna keep riffing. We're gonna keep rapping. We're not gonna stop talking, okay? Because if we stop talking, that's dead air. We don't want any dead air on the Taylor Neely podcast, the Taylor Christian Neely podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Off-Brand Now. Oh, this is Nalgene. You got a Nalgene in here? He can't hear me. I had a Nalgene once, and they're supposed to be indestructible, and I didn't even throw it on the ground. I just dropped it on the ground, and it burst. Where's my compensation, Nalgene? Where's my new Nalgene? I'm just gonna start finding shit. Found a rubber ducky.
Ooh, that was good.
I found a rubber ducky.
You found a duck. It's my little white duck.
I showed the chat a picture of this. Okay, they already saw it, but you're gonna see it. This is the bad version of it. Okay,
yeah.
It's going to be better.
Yeah,
it's going to be way better. This is bad. It's gonna be, but I'm working on a sticker of myself. Yeah. It's gonna be me as Nosferatu. That's the bad.
Oh, great.
That's the bad version of it. That's a very bad version of it. It's gonna be better.
Is Nosferatu a Dracula?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, this is fun. My partner is working on. She's good at Photoshop, so she's working on
more like Shartner.
Got him. But the other day we were trading pictures of penis tattoos.
Yes.
Do you want to see some?
Of course.
So here is a penis as a dragon.
Oh my God.
Here is. This is just like weird Celtic. This feels racist, but
that has to hurt so bad.
Oh, I can only imagine. Oh, this isn't a penis, but this is fun. This is a guy's armpit as a lady's bush.
That's pretty funny. I've seen that before.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Oh, here's a dragon. Seems to be a popular one. He got his whole sack.
God.
His whole sack chat.
I mean,
it's tattooed. Wild. Oh, this is just fun.
Conversation.
That's just.
Oh, just a face.
Just a smiley
I mean,
face.
I can't. I must hurt so bad.
I'm not gonna say what this one is, but it's relevant. It's timely. It's odd.
Crazy.
Just
crazy.
Drop in the comments what you thought that one was. I wish I had the full picture of this one, but based on context, you'll know what it is.
Hilarious.
Amazing. And then finally, we've got. Are you familiar with
that one? Was Pinocchio?
Are you familiar with Ganesh? The Hindu god. I think.
Yeah.
Wait, is Ganesh the elephant, or is that the guy with the multiple arms?
I don't know.
This is the elephant.
Crazy.
It's a good time.
Crazy. I could never. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I obviously like tattoos. I want to get more, and I want to fill my entire body. But I don't know if I'll ever be able to do my neck, face, or hands.
I want a neck tattoo so bad, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
I have a lot of irrational fears, and one of them. Oh, this isn't necessarily irrational, but my throat being slit.
Yeah.
Is a pretty big one. Or just like cutting an artery in my neck. So like
from a tattoo gun.
No, just in general.
Oh, yeah.
So like having anything being stabbed right there.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But then again, I do have my face tattooed, so.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise anyone if you did.
No.
I'm just like, I feel like I'll do hand or neck at some point. I don't think I can do my face.
That's fair. Don't.
Why'd you do it?
There's no positives.
Why'd you do it?
'Cause I wanted to.
Yeah.
Just felt like it.
It's pretty much. Most of my tattoos are like, what's it mean? Like, wanted it.
I just thought it was cool.
I wanted it.
That'd be cool.
Thought it was cool. My first two meant something, and then very quickly I was like, oh, I'm going to probably hate most of these someday. So why not?
What was your first one?
The state of Ohio.
Let's go. Represent. Who did Ohio fight for in the Civil War?
I think themselves. The North, I guess.
All right.
I'm guessing. They must have. But Ohio wasn't a big landmark for Civil War battles.
All right. I believe you.
I'm guessing.
I believe you.
I don't know if I had any relatives.
I believe you, Taylor.
I don't know if I don't think I had any.
Who would you have fought for?
I don't know.
That shouldn't be a thinker, Taylor.
Kind of a loaded question.
Yeah, it is.
Depends where I live.
I'm here to ask loaded questions.
Honestly, Sherry, think about this. It probably depended where you lived.
Yeah, and the time.
Yeah.
We all like to believe that we wouldn't have been racist back then.
Probably would have.
Probably would have. Statistically speaking.
Yes.
Most people.
Because also right now, like you would probably be lying to me if you didn't have like impulsive like racist thoughts. I think everyone does. If you don't, you're.
And let's
lying.
list a few.
Chinese people make really good fucking food.
Ugh. So
that.
good.
Ridiculous.
So good.
Fucking cut it out.
You ever see a Chinese food and be like, "Oh, Chinese,"
and then you eat it?
It's so good.
Then you eat it?
What? Hey, Chinese people, what's the deal with your really good food?
I'm like, these ingredients.
I don't mean to get political, but vegetable curry, Indian food,
so good.
It's fucking delicious.
I do. What I am grateful about
garlic naan. Yo, I could fuck up some garlic naan bread right now.
I love naan bread. We should go. Do you want to go get food after this?
Kind of.
We should go get.
Can we go get Indian?
Yes, we should. We should.
Should we order Indian and have it delivered on the podcast?
We could.
That could be fun.
We could do that.
Should we do a podcast marathon?
I think it'll take too long.
See how long we can go.
It'll take too long.
It'll take too long.
It'll take too long. We should go.
Chat,
sit
it'll
down
take too long. Stop asking us to do that.
Noob Assassin, if you come meet us at here, I do like. I am grateful to be in this time.
Why did I do that?
Because you're displaying the number to call. Callers calling.
That's what I was doing. I forgot.
Being in this time is we have so much access to such great foods.
Time as in 8:27 p.m.
It's 8:27.
It is 8:27
p.m. Because like
we missed.
we missed. We're not going to Clubhouse. Too bad.
Fuck.
But growing like when my parents grew up, my parents were born in 1960s.
Can I pee in this now, Gene?
Yeah, okay. My parents were born in 1960s, and they just like America just didn't have that access to such like good foods unless you live in like New York or San Francisco or places where there's a lot more culture. It just like growing up in Ohio, I imagine there wasn't as much. Are you really gonna do it?
No,
I'm
not
gonna now, Gene.
But you did give me verbal consent, so if I had have done it,
that's washable.
We have proof.
Yeah.
Oh, I told a story while you were in the bathroom. I used to have a Nalgene.
Yeah.
You know how they're supposed to be like indestructible?
Yeah. Indestructed? It was destructible.
Guess how it got destructed.
Ran it over.
No,
Okay, give me a hint.
I can't.
You tried to fuck it?
Hold on.
That's the kind of ASMR I'm here for. How did
It's
you
not
break
interesting.
it? Or you threw it, it fell and cracked.
I dropped it.
And it broke?
Snapped in half.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's too bad. They're not indestructible. They're plastic.
But they're supposed. That was their whole thing. Is like you can chuck them.
Nah.
You can chuck them at a brick wall during a protest.
Are these ones, these Nalgene's, are they giving us microplastics?
I hope so.
Because microplastics is the big concern now.
Here's the thing.
Microplastics.
Almost went down a rabbit hole. We're not doing it. Fuck. Why did I have to wait until? How long have we been doing the podcast now?
An hour and 10.
Why did I have to wait till an hour and 10 to get in the zone? Fuck. Here's the thing about microplastics.
Yeah.
You know, everything comes back around as being like healthy, unhealthy, healthy,
Yes.
unhealthy. You know what I mean? In 20 years.
That'll be good for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to be like, have you had your daily dose of microplastics?
It is weird how stuff is cyclical, but
That's a fun word.
cyclical?
Yeah.
It's a good word. I know some big words, but sometimes I don't.
Hammer and cyclical. Speaking of communism. Ayo, we're back.
That's funny.
That's going to be the name of my podcast.
Like Hammer and Cyclical?
Hammer and cyclical.
But there's like, oh man.
You're listening to Hammer and Cyclical in the morning. I'm Hammer and I'm cyclical.
When I went to Italy in 8th grade, not to brag. I went to Italy in 8th grade and
Quit bragging.
It was fun.
I'm putting my phone away. Sorry.
My grandparents have done well.
Good for them.
They paid for our vacation. They're great. I love my grandparents so much.
How'd they get their money?
I think stocks. They were
And bonds?
no, they're not into that kinky shit.
Stocks and James bonds?
Stocks and
bondage?
Yeah.
That's what BDSM, that's what the S and the D stand for. It's,
No.
I used to be so funny. Remember when I used to be funny?
It's okay. How many podcasts have you done?
3.
It takes a while. It takes quite a few to like really get comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm pretty comfortable doing it.
Bonds,
and,
stocks,
yes.
BD, fuck.
Bonds, diarrhea,
Sure. Stocks.
BDSM,
Mexican.
matinees. You're Mexican.
Technically.
Shout out. My girlfriend's Mexican.
Shout out Mexicans. Oh,
What's your
were you around for the saga? Speaking of Angel and Mexicans and women,
you remind me of a bit I was doing. Like, whatever happened to this?
Is it warm in here, or is it just all the Mexican?
Is it
talk?
warm in here, or am I just horny?
Brother? My face feels like I took a blue chew right now.
Well, you're talking about my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend.
Oh, one time at Smith's, I beat Angel in pool.
Oh.
And she, on the chalkboard next to the pool table,
yeah, I was.
she wrote, it was during Women's History Month, and she wrote worst Women's History Month ever. I took a video of her doing it. I posted on my Instagram, and I tagged her. I said, Angel's a sore loser.
Yeah.
She reshared it on her story and said, Sherry hates women. Then I reshared that on my story, and I said, no, I hate Mexicans.
Sorry.
What was that?
It was a weird guitar riff.
I reshared that on my story and said, no, I hate Mexicans.
Yeah.
And I got my I got my privileges of doing lives on Instagram taken away because of it.
Are they still gone?
Yeah.
What?
Instagram didn't like it.
They can't keep them.
Turns
away.
out Instagram doesn't like racism. What? A white guy can't be a little racist on Instagram anymore?
Well, you're white and Mexican, so
Just a little splish splash.
I think
Little
I
bit.
do. There are, I think, jokes that are racial can be very funny.
It's the woke mob.
I think
man.
I think light racism
woke
can
mob
be very
got
funny.
me.
I think it's a very I think it's funny.
Have you ever done any racial jokes on stage?
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I don't on comedy. My comedy tends to be just weirder and sillier. I tend to default to sillier and weirder.
Sure.
I don't really.
That's who you are. There's nothing wrong with that.
I just don't. I don't feel like. I just don't. Political jokes. I don't even do jokes about women and men really.
Yeah.
I tried to do. Angel thought this was a funny idea for a joke. About girl music now. Most girl music now is like my pussy's so fat.
Sure.
I don't need no boyfriend. My car is my boyfriend.
Last two pieces?
Yeah, why not? You ever had mango sticky rice?
No.
God dang it, is it good?
Cheers.
Cheers to 4 more years.
4 more years. 4 more years. What, mango sticky rice? What is it?
It's like it's got a coconut sauce.
Mm?
It's a dessert and piece of mango and sticky rice.
That sounds delicious.
It's very good.
What genre of food is that?
Vietnam.
Ooh, a little Vietnamese. Is pho is Vietnamese, right?
I like pho, but I don't love it.
It's overrated.
It's boring.
It's fine.
The broth is good. If I was sick,
Not to get political, but pho is okay.
it's fucking fine.
It's mid.
I do think it's very funny when a pho restaurant, its name is Pho King.
Yeah.
I love that.
Pho
It's
King.
a very funny joke.
I like the puns.
Yeah.
I'm a big pun
But it's
guy.
it's very boring to me.
Yeah.
Asian food to me needs to be very, very flavorful.
Yeah.
Chinese food, very flavorful.
Very.
Indian food, very flavorful.
Very.
And
Korean food?
delicious. As far as Asian foods go, what
Trying
are
to think of other.
what are your favorite Asian foods, country-wise?
Well, I'm vegan, so but that's the thing about Asian food is that there are generally a lot of vegan vegetarian options.
Yeah.
In most
Yeah.
Asian restaurants. Indian is, in terms of plethora of options, is
Yeah.
probably the best because of Hinduism. There's a lot of them are
Yeah.
vegetarian, so a lot of their cuisine is vegetarian. So I do like, but Chinese is probably.
Chinese. I like Chinese. I like Thai.
Chinese and Indian are very.
Japanese is pretty
Fuck,
good.
I forgot about Thai.
Thai's great.
Oh, pad
Thai's
Thai.
pretty good. You ever had Thai curry? Thai curry dishes?
No.
Yeah,
actually.
Thai curry dishes are very.
How does it differ from Indian curry?
It's not it's more.
On this episode of Two White Guys talk
I
about
had
the differences between Asian cuisine.
I had a Thai noodle curry dish that was unreal.
What were the noodles like?
Really
feel
thin.
like- oh,
really
thin.
thin. Like more
I
thinner,
like. Oh, I love a thin noodle.
more thinner than angel hair.
Your girlfriend's hair?
Thin and more thin and short.
Don't talk about her hair like that. She has a very thick,
I think
beautiful
she has
head of hair.
Beautiful hair.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
Do you think it was?
No, I just I didn't know why you would bring it up.
I love her.
You said thin angel hair.
No.
That was stupid. Sorry. I also have to urinate.
Go pee.
All right.
I'll do what I do best.
This candle will talk in my stead.
Candle, good to see you. Candle, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. It's I've been really gunning to get you on the show. You know, your agents are fucking so hard to deal with. So where do you Kendall, where do you stand on the border on everything, the border crisis, Israel, Palestine, fentanyl in the inner city schools going to the outer city schools? Everyone's always talking about the inner city schools. What about the outer city schools? There has to be problems in the outer city schools too. And outer city schools must probably be like rural schools, country. You go out into the country. And what I'm wondering is, are like a rural school country, is that mostly, do more white people than black people live in the country? At least in America. I don't know. I wonder if like if like say Atlanta, I'll go to Ohio because I know better about that. Like Ohio, if you go out to, I think Ohio though, when I go back home to visit Ohio though, it is more white than black. Atlanta's very black. Spider on the wall. I see a little spider on the wall. Little spider on the wall. He's going fast. He has somewhere to be. That spider probably has to get to work or something, or I don't know. What kind of job would a spider have? Do spiders? I wonder what a spider's consciousness is like. Like how can an organism such as a spider not have some level of consciousness to know where it's going? Because it's making choices. It's deciding, like right now it stopped moving. It had to make a decision to stop moving. Certainly now he's going again. Certainly that spider has an objective. He has something he's trying to achieve. And maybe it's a lady spider, it's a she. But like a spider has to know it's hungry, so it has to decide it's going to eat. But is a spider's brain just like, is it on autopilot? I wonder. Like, but a dog's brain certainly would. Like, do you think like as far as consciousness goes, because we're sentient beings, We make
Oh, I
choices.
fucked it up.
No, it's okay. It's just
Is it
loose.
this one?
No, just put it up to the top. It should stay. It's just that's a really shit.
Aha.
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe a little bit more. Push it up a little bit more. If you tighten that piece too, it'll.
This piece?
Yeah. It's really
Yeah.
shitty. I need to get a better one.
Uh-huh.
I have apparently there's another Nathan Driver who gave me these mics in this arm. He steal one of my flossers, did you?
It's just good podcasting.
It's fine podcasting.
Pineapple is very fibrous.
Yeah.
It gets in the teeth.
It's really good though.
It is
I
delicious.
wonder if it does make
Wait,
Jesus
what, you're
taste
talking
better.
about consciousness?
Yeah.
Ooh, should we talk about God?
Let's talk about God.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think I've brought this up so many times on this podcast, but I would like to know what it's like to be a dog. Like to be a dog's consciousness. Like how a dog, because dogs obviously have a capacity, you fucker. That's very funny. You just threw don't you dare throw that water everywhere. That was very funny. Just throw trash in my apartment. That's good podcasting.
We're back, baby.
But like dogs, cats.
Yeah.
Dogs more so than cats.
Are you a dog? Are you a dog guy?
I'm both.
All right.
I like both cats and dogs. I had 2 cats though, and they betrayed me and started attacking me. I got rid of them immediately.
Those bastards.
Well, 6 months and then I got rid of them. But I love Angel's cat, Bruce. He's awesome.
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh.
Bruce Goose.
Is he a black cat?
Bruce Goose. He's a black guy. But
Wait, is Bruce black? Bruce is black.
yeah, I love
isn't he?
Bruce. Bruce is hilarious.
I've never.
Go on, go do a
I need
YouTube
to.
rabbit hole. Bruce. He is so funny.
Keep going. Sorry. You want to know what's like to be
What
a
it's
dog?
like to be a dog, at least that level of consciousness, I would like. What I would like is,
Well, do you
like,
think dogs have consciousness?
I think they have some level of something going on.
But do you think it's the same consciousness that me and you have?
No.
Really?
No, there's no way.
So not all dogs go to heaven.
They go to dog heaven.
What's dog heaven like?
Probably just an awful kennel in the sky.
Wow. Even in dog paradise, there's still kennels involved.
No, dog paradise would probably be awesome. I mean, it'd be great for people too. There's probably like a billion of their owners there.
I like how squishy this is.
These are good mics. It's Shure. They make good mics and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. But I want to know how like a dog feels like, because obviously when a dog sees you, they're so happy.
Yeah.
And obviously they feel some level of sadness.
Sure.
And they feel
Pain.
anxiety, pain. They feel those
They
emotions.
feel emotions for sure.
But very basic emotions.
You know what? I can't watch too many. I love animals so much. I can't watch too many animal videos online. Even like, especially sad ones, but
Yeah.
like even happy ones, I will start crying.
Yeah.
Because I want to.
Yeah.
Are my levels off? Am I?
No, I'm just adjusting it.
Oh, weird. Sorry. Because I can like see the soul behind their
Yeah.
eyes, and I'm like, I want to know. I just wish I could talk to them. I want
Yeah.
to know what they're feeling, what
Yeah.
they're thinking. Especially, really any animal, but especially primates, like monkeys and chimpanzees or whatever. Like seeing how close that they are
Yeah.
to being
Yeah.
to we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know why it makes me so sad, but I'm like, you're so close.
Yeah. Like but then whatever we are, because like, do you have, I mean, just, I think about like, I don't think about it a lot, but I thought about it a lot, like what happens when we die. And obviously
Yeah.
we don't know, but do you think there'll be a point where we can know what happens when we die? Like, do you think there'll be a point where we figure out what happens?
I hope not.
You-
I like
the mystery. Yeah.
I like the aspect of spirituality and God being a mystery. I like the idea of
Yeah.
especially God. I like the idea of God being kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
Like I do believe in God, but
Yeah,
I don't think
me too.
I don't think we're ever gonna know everything there is to know.
No, I think it's
I
impossible.
don't think we're even close.
We don't understand, like, we really don't understand the human brain either. Because I think because whatever's going on right now with me, in you too, maybe.
Where do you feel it?
Or unless it's like in the back middle.
Really?
I think that's where my soul is.
Oh, your soul? Oh, I thought I feel like I'm feeling very forehead, very like front brain.
I think
action going on right now.
I feel like I think whatever the soul is, I think part of it lives in like here. I feel here, and then also in my brain a little bit. Like in the middle of my brain is where your soul is. I think maybe,
Interesting.
possibly. I could be wrong, or maybe it's just all of this. Maybe this is all
Do you
simulation.
think do you think technology will get to the point where we'll actually be able to suck souls out of people?
I don't know, Because if the soul is something that's ethereal and something that is bigger than this, that's a God
It's not
consciousness
tangible.
thing, it's not a physical thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
Which is wild, not to go down too religious of a rabbit hole, but the idea that God is inherently masculine or inherently a man is like, even like canon Orthodox Christianity acknowledges that God is spirit.
Yeah.
How can a spirit have a gender,
Right.
or a sexuality, or like
because the God I talk to is definitely a more masculine energy.
Sure.
I think, but I'm also a man.
But sure, so you are identifying with the.
But my God also definitely has feminine attributes too. My God,
Sure.
the God I believe in is very loving and caring and doesn't. There's no hate. Like there's unlimited forgiveness with the God I believe.
Yeah.
In. And I've been kind of detached since I've.
Here's a fun question.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue with that thought.
Oh, since I haven't been going to AA, I haven't been praying as much or talking to God at all. And I think I should get back into it. I did today. I did a little bit, but AA was kind of tethering me to being more spiritual. And I do feel like I carry a level of spirituality in my day to day.
Sure.
And my level of spirituality is just like a general disposition thing.
I mean, I forget who said it. I think maybe it was Ram Dass.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was that we're spiritual we are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yeah.
We're not human beings having a spiritual experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like at your core, you are a spiritual being.
Yeah. And how I see spirituality, I like to bring a level of silliness to it.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a very big level of this is all a big joke.
Comedy is a form of worship.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Comedy's very.
It's a spiritual experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck you if you disagree.
Yeah. And when I crush, that's a spiritual experience. And when I don't crush, that's just God being mean.
Well, I feel like you said God being mean.
Yeah. God's playing a joke when you bomb.
God's like,
if God really loved me, let me crush all the time.
yeah, come on, God.
God.
Explain that, atheist.
When I bomb, like God, I see what you're doing. Very funny.
Oh,
Joke's on me.
Dude, I literally, this is gay, but I literally,
Shut up. Big ups being gay. Big ups to being gay.
big ups to the queer community,
That's funny.
to the LGBT.
And this has been we're being kind of racist, but also
What's-
kind of good Jamaican accents if you ask me.
Not,
Is it
God,
racist if you do a good one?
is it racist if it's funny?
Yeah. It can't. Yes. It can't.
Yes. The answer, Taylor, is yes. They don't call you Taylor Atheist Neely.
They don't call me
Taylor Christian.
Taylor Jewish Neely.
I'm
I'm thinking about getting one of those Jewish
forgot what I
things
was
you
gonna say.
put in doorways.
You
I'm
think
not
you're getting
Jewish.
what?
Those Jewish talismans you put in a doorway.
I don't know what that is.
They're supposed to
I'm
be
not
good
familiar
luck.
with Judaism. Judaism fascinates me. The religion.
Me too.
I want to know.
And right now, Judaism not getting a good rap. But also, it's not.
We don't have to go down that rabbit
No,
hole.
we don't. I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying that because it's like, I think people are
It is
around the
unfortunately
world, which is unfortunate because it's not Jews that are being bad. It's
the state of
what?
Israel.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have to say anything else about that.
We don't.
But it's like
But the two are not the same.
not at all.
Because there are people who are Jewish who are on either side
It
of the
just-
spectrum.
What sucks is like the whole thing sucks.
Yeah. You know, just one thing I will say about that. It's not political. But
One thing I'll
it's-
say before I say all these other things.
I forget who I heard say it, but they were like, Israel is just like any other country.
Yeah.
Like it's like America in the sense that there are people in America who are pro-America and people in America who are anti-America.
Yeah.
You know, people who are Republican and Democrat, people who are conservative and, you know, liberal or whatever.
Yeah.
So there are like, Israel is the same in that there are people who live in Israel who are pro the Israeli state and there are people who are anti the Israeli state. So it's all, anyways, what were we talking about? God. Oh, and Judaism. No, I'm fascinated by the specifically the rituals and practices of different religions, because like Christianity comes from Judaism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like half of our
Jesus was Jewish, right?
say that again. I swear to
This
God.
guy?
Say that again. I
Guy?
swear.
Was
to
he?
God.
I don't know.
No,
I
he
don't know.
was. No,
Yeah.
he was.
Judaism-
not my Jesus. I tell you what.
Judaism
No.
was around before Christianity,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, Jesus was Jewish.
What's the first religion?
Who knows?
I feel like something Asian.
Noob assassin.
I think something Asian.
Google that.
Or something from Africa, because we all come from
Probably.
Africa, right?
Yeah. Well, humanity started in Africa.
Started in
yeah.
Africa.
But
That's what the liberal media doesn't want you to know.
that's what they don't.
They want you to think humans came from Southern California.
Those bastards.
Those fucking bastards.
What? Joe Biden, you think we all came from San Diego? You sick fuck.
Joe Biden,
You sick fuck.
you think we all came out of the sand?
No, but like Christianity came from Judaism. So like I grew up Christian, but like unaware of like 99% of like any of the Jewish practices. You know what I mean? Like half of our book is the Hebrew Bible, like the Old Testament. So I want to like, I want to do like not an experiment, but I definitely want to have a period of my life where I learn the practices and rituals of different religions. Like do you know,
My father? Yeah, I do.
is he a cool guy?
I love him.
Big cock?
I think probably bigger than mine. I think.
Dude, that's so
I
sick.
don't know. Just from memories of seeing it as a kid. In a fine way, not like a weird way.
Taylor, do we need to talk?
No. Not about that. I do want to talk about my mom's penis.
Hey, I don't want to. It's 2024. I don't want to assume.
Skinny at the bottom, fat in the middle, skinny at the top.
Sick as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Split like a snake's tongue.
a real diamond shaped cock.
Yeah.
A little diamond in the rough.
I like that.
That's what I call.
that reverse hourglass figure on a penis.
What's that Michael Worst joke? It was I want my girlfriend to have an hourglass figure, so I've been secretly feeding her sand.
Mike Worst.
Michael Worst.
Oh, I gotta have him on this pod.
You do need to have him
He'll
on.
do it.
He'd be good.
He'll do it.
What were we talking about? Oh, Aziz Abdul Muhammad.
Yeah.
Have you met him? He's a comic. He's an Atlanta comic.
What a name.
He's obviously Muslim.
Muslim?
Yeah. And the last time I saw him, I was like, hey, this might be a weird question, but like, do you ever want to hang out and just talk about Islam someday? Because I just like I know nothing about Islam other than like the propaganda that we were taught.
Right.
You know,
well, we're taught about radical Islam,
we're talking about
which is not a majority of what that is.
No.
I'm very open to all religions. Because they all.
Well, there's similarities.
There's
in all
so
of
much similarities.
I think there are bits and pieces of truth in all
Yes.
of them. And I love the idea of, like, even though I don't think any one religion has it all right, but I love the idea of, like, certain traditions of, like, this is how we decide to manifest and we decide to, like, worship
I
God.
think Christianity has a lot of stuff wrong.
Christianity does have a lot of stuff
I
wrong,
think
but
there's like puritanical stuff with it that is just like,
But-
we're not supposed to be puritanical beings.
Sure. But part of growing up for me was also learning that there are a lot of things that they got right.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I think when I was really angry at the church and at God for a long time. And then when I started believing in God again, and came to this realization that like God is love, and that I have had loving experiences throughout my entire life, and including in the church growing up, is like, oh, I did see bits and pieces of God.
Yeah.
Even like when I thought none of it was real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did that make any sense?
Yes. So I was thinking about like the God is love. I definitely do think, like, I'm a big subscriber to like the God will never give you more than you can handle. And a lot of the stuff my realizations and my beliefs in God have come through Alcoholics Anonymous.
Sure.
That's where I've really like just come to understand what God is to me and just like developed a relationship with a God of my understanding.
Yeah.
But also something recent, like I do mushrooms too. I do think there is a spiritual aspect to psychedelics in some way, but I also think you can do psychedelics just to have fun.
Sure.
I don't think you can. There are multiple uses for it, and I've done both. I guess more so just for fun.
Sure.
And also a headache today. I had an awful migraine, and I took a tiny amount. Didn't even feel it, but it got rid of my migraine. So I do think there's validity to those studies that have been going on. But what was I saying? Oh, the idea of like God never gives you more than you can handle. I've mentioned on this podcast, you came and visited me. I went to the emergency room recently for alcohol withdrawal, which Sherry, big shout out, big ups to Sherry coming to visiting me in the emergency room in my probably the darkest moment in my entire life. The worst thing I've ever been through in my entire life was alcohol withdrawal. It's the worst. I don't recommend it. It's it's a horrible time. It's just like, it's like a panic attack, but also you might have a seizure. Okay. You can't avoid what I'm saying with props. No, too many. I gotta get rid of these props. But I was like, it was very awful. But I think part of me needed to go through that to like, because I've relapsed a lot. I've been sober for a majority of my adult life, but I've also relapsed a lot. And this was the worst one by far. I've never gone to the emergency room before for alcohol. I've never gone through alcohol withdrawal before. And it was like, I get some comfort in the fact that like, oh, God wasn't going to let me die. And if I died, that would have been, I guess, my time or whatever, which would have been very sad. But because there was points where I was like, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I didn't think I was gonna die, but I was like, this fucking sucks so much. Yeah. But I am now on the other side of it. I'm grateful because it made me see like, oh, a lot of people do love me and care about me, and I knew that already. Sure. But I lose sight of it sometimes, as I think a lot of people do. But it's like. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, I think I had no control over what was going on. Sure. I think there was some element of God, like God's not going to save me there, or maybe God is. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I
think whatever happens is God's will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think God was going to let me do what I was going to do.
Sure.
But I also think God probably got me to tell my friend Sean, my shout out to my friend Sean, to get me to like finally tell my friend Sean, like take me to the emergency room. Because it's like, part of me wanted to keep drinking and just like not feel shitty, but there had to be something, I had to do something. Or maybe God doesn't exist and it was just me telling, this is awful, take me to the emergency room. Say that
again one more time, I swear. I
swear. No, don't punch me.
No, do you believe in free will?
I don't know.
Like, do you think we have any control over any of this?
I don't know.
Yes,
I do.
I don't.
To some extent.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how. I like to believe that we do, but... Yeah.
Those nails are beautiful.
Oh my
thanks. God. They're very sparkly.
They're a little grown out. A little grown out, but they remind me of Dorothy's shoe.
Hell yeah. Don't tap them together. You'll disappear. Go back to Oklahoma. We're not in Tulsa anymore. No.
We'll edit that in post. I'm gone.
Free will?
It's the candle again. No, I don't know enough about free will to have an intelligent conversation about it. I don't even know enough about God to have an intangible, which is funny because I like we said before, I used to want to be a pastor. Yeah. I was like a theology nerd. Yeah. And I thought I knew a lot about God. Yeah. And it's funny because like growing up, I was taught that God was this like infinite, all-knowing, all-powerful entity. Yeah. When in reality, the God that I was raised to believe in was this big. Yeah. The God I was raised to believe in was Bible-shaped. Yeah. You know? Yeah. It's like the God I was raised to believe in was so small. Yeah. When in reality, like the God that I believe in now is like impossible to fully know.
There's no size. It's bigger than anything I can comprehend.
Yeah.
I think God is probably the universe, probably in this room. It's like the world around us. Because like there's apparently there's like scientists coming out now saying like, because I also believe in like the Big Bang probably happened and like the universe had to start at some point.
Of course.
I think there's science and God at the same time, and God probably created science. God had probably created everything. Whatever God is. Maybe God is in the universe somewhere. I did like...
The liberals want you to believe that Dr. Fauci created science.
That's the clip. That's the title of the episode.
Dr. Fauci created science.
The liberals want you to believe.
The liberals want
Dr.
you to believe.
Fauci. That's funny. The liberals want you to believe Dr. Fauci created science. That's very funny.
Not in my America, goddammit. And they want you to believe that Al Gore created the internet.
And global warming.
You believe in global warming? Ooh, does that sound cool?
I think climate change is real. I think climate change is happening. Oh, no. It's not real. It's something invented by... well, it's been great. Good episode of the podcast.
On your podcast, and you hit me with this liberal propaganda about global warming?
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Sorry, that was a bad riff.
Oh, okay. Sometimes you gotta try. You gotta throw stuff at the wall. Sometimes
I'm bombing on your podcast.
No, it's okay. I bomb all the time on this podcast. But like, it's just. I mean, this is such. The dog was quiet the whole time.
Do you hear it? Did you pick
I don't
up on
think
it?
It comes up on the podcast. But there's like, an episode of. Do you ever watch Futurama?
No, I've seen like bits and
Very
pieces,
good
but
show.
I've never.
One of my favorite cartoons. Old Futurama, original Futurama. When they came back,
That
it was,
OGF.
OFG, OnlyFans grandma.
OFGF, OnlyFans girlfriend.
Yeah.
You ever date someone who had an OnlyFans?
Yes.
Sick. I used to have an OnlyFans.
Angel has one. It's
It was a comedy
Yeah.
OnlyFans, and so was mine.
I was hooking up with a girl for a little bit that had a regular OnlyFans. She still does.
Did you ever make content with her?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, me neither.
It's fine if you did. We don't have real jobs. Our jobs are fake until they're real.
Exactly.
I love being. I was thinking about this today. It's so weird. Like I'm my own boss. Like sometimes. It's,
I just want to say there's nothing wrong with that. I support sex work and
do too.
OnlyFans girls. I didn't want to make it seem like that was a negative thing. Big fan.
No,
Lots of friends who have OnlyFans. I used to have one.
Get that bag.
Honestly, sex workers are better than us. Let's be honest.
Get that fucking bag.
Get that bag.
Whatever you do.
Honestly, in order to actually make money doing it, you have to be so smart and so good at marketing yourself. Like in order to actually make, because people think that, that's just a cop out or that's like an easy way to like an easy cash grab or whatever. It's not.
Yeah.
I know people who have started doing it and given up real quick because it's hard.
Yeah.
Sex work is fucking work.
Yeah.
Anywho's.
It's called a job for a reason.
Yeah, it's called a blow job, not a blow casual.
It's a blow job, not a blow fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun for one.
Not a blow hobby.
But you know, some girls make it look like fun.
Exactly. That's the ones that are good at it.
Yeah.
Man, she's making the list look
Shout out,
easy.
Shout out to Bella Danger, Riley Reed.
First time I sucked dick, I was bad at it.
Damn.
And I thought I would be good.
Yeah.
Because I have one.
Yeah.
I was like, I know what I like.
Yeah.
Therefore, and so it happened. And I was like, afterwards, I was like, man, that was my first time doing that. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, was it that obvious? And they were like, kind of. It's like, fuck.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
You got to started from the bottom, and I'm still a bottom.
Are you?
No.
You're a top.
Sure.
You kind of like being in the middle.
I don't know what I am.
Yeah.
I'm not experienced enough.
I'm just like, it is like, that was, as I get, it's like, you know, as I, just kind of piggybacking off of something you said, just like, I know so little, and I feel like, I just don't know.
We'll come back to that.
I just feel like I don't feel dumb, but I don't feel like a smart guy. I'm smart in some ways, but I'm also dumb in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
I've never been like, I'm good at.
God is accessible to all of us.
Yeah.
No matter how smart.
Like I think my emotional intelligence is good.
Sure.
I'm in touch with how I feel.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't express that to people. And that's where I get myself in hot water, is not telling people like I'm feeling like shit. That's where I can kind of go off the rails. But I do know what I'm like. I know I know I can be like, oh, this feeling, I won't feel this way forever.
Yeah.
I'll feel okay eventually. Everything will be okay. That's something AA has given me as emotional, like, intuition, I think. But then when it comes to like, books, I guess, knowledge about the world.
I'm wildly dyslexic. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm
a great reader.
I'm so bad at reading.
I'm good at reading. I just don't do it very much. Like reading it out loud. Watch this. Give me something to read. I'll read it so fast, so quick. Watch how good.
You said I couldn't read it, but you can.
Tier discounts that take into account the patient's income and family unit size based on guidelines provided by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Discounts can be as much as 100% of the patient bill. I didn't say it would be entertaining. I said I could read it.
Oh, sorry. I equated good with entertaining.
Yeah.
Sorry. But back to you saying
you don't know. I don't know.
You don't know a lot of things.
I don't know a lot of things.
You ever seen the movie Rudy?
Yeah, a long time ago. I forget what happened.
Best quote from that movie is when Rudy goes to visit a priest and asks him, because he's been trying out for the team for over and over, and he doesn't know what he should do because he's not getting on the team or whatever.
Because he sucks.
Because he fucking sucks.
Fucking sucked.
That's the true story.
That movie could have been if that movie was realistic, he would have just like realized, oh, I suck. I should be an accountant.
Well, apparently Rudy in real life was a fucking asshole.
I heard that.
And they're like, yeah, no, we didn't carry him off the field. We cheered his name as a joke.
Yeah.
They didn't like him.
Damn, hilarious.
Anywho's, the priest says, this is a rough quote. It's not the exact quote, but he says, "In all my years of theological study, I've come to know only two things to be true.
Yeah.
There is a God, and I'm not him."
Yeah. That's the whole AA thing. That's the whole AA thing, is like recognizing that there's a God and you're not it. My first sponsor in Atlanta, he was a devout atheist, but he was like, he's down with not the God thing, but he just recognizes like he's not in control. He's not in charge of anything.
Yeah.
There's so much out of control.
What was his
He's just
higher
not
power?
it.
What did he see that
I
as?
don't remember.
Interesting.
He was a gay man. My first sponsor in Atlanta was an
Gross.
old gay man. No, he gave me a lot of clothes. He's a good sponsor.
Gay man gave you clothes?
Yeah.
And
gay
you
clothes.
accepted them?
I got to get rid of them. I'm getting rid of some of them because he gave me too much and I don't wear them. I am getting rid. It's in
I'll
my
take
bed. You won't fit them.
Probably not.
I'm so much. You're bigger than me.
But also, like, the idea that, like, God is simple enough for us to get, but also vast enough to where we can pursue it, him, her, they, whatever, forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, God is I think the cool thing about God is that God is as simple as...
Yeah. As simple as 2 + 2.
Exactly. 5. God is as simple as... It's as simple as God is love.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me.
Yeah.
But God is complicated enough to where we could study him for ever and never fully grasp exactly what God is.
I wonder if God will ever reveal itself to us.
I think he has.
Yeah, probably. But I wonder if like there'll ever be... There'll probably never be a point where God is like, I am God. Hello.
Sure.
But do you think...
I don't... Well, I don't view God as like an actual like...
Yeah, person, an entity.
And but as like...
thinking entity, it's probably something not even that we can comprehend.
Yeah.
It's I mean, do you think there's aliens? Do you think there's different species
Statistically,
out there?
probably.
Probably. Somewhere out, space is so big.
And not to get political, but I think Nancy Pelosi is one of them.
She could be. The way she's so good at stocks, you gotta be an alien. You're out of this world. You're so smart.
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi. I can't do a Trump impression.
I wish I could do
It's
a
so
Trump
funny.
impression.
Shauna Godkindy's impression is so funny.
Is it?
Yes, it's so good.
I don't think I've ever... Oh, yeah, I have. I've heard him do this Trump.
This new comic.
Case Hand.
Yes, he's got a good one.
He's very... At my birthday party, at my birthday show, he... so we had a hot mic backstage.
Yeah.
And so I was backstage. I was like, hey, you guys ready to get the show started? You know, the crowd goes wild. I was like, all right, well, before we get the show started, we have a word from the next president of the United States.
Funny.
And it was Case Hand.
Yeah.
He was like, hello, people.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sherry's... I forget exactly what he said. He's like, you know, your host of the show, he's a little gay.
Yeah.
I met him and I thought, wow, this guy's pretty gay. And he's like, of all the bisexual comics in Atlanta with face tattoos, he's my favorite.
He's the gayest.
And we had the national anthem playing in the background as he was doing it.
That's really fun.
I did not know how that was going to land because I assumed that it was going to be mostly comics who showed up, but it was like a decent, it was mostly non-comics who came to the show. But like most of my friends are like pretty liberal.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, are they going to think this is funny?
I think it's funny.
Like, I mean, yeah, but it's because you have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because you're.
But I'm also
It's
not-
because you're a man.
As far
Taylor.
as I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm the most liberal guy. I'm just like as far as like political stuff goes.
Sure.
I'm liberal as far as like accepting people.
Sure.
I love all different kinds of people.
Sure.
It's just like there's stuff far left, far right. Both of them, like, that's crazy. Why do you it's insane.
Sure.
But
Well, I'm like
most people, I think, fall in the middle some way.
most people, absolutely.
Most people also don't have time
to
care or focus on it.
Sure. I'm like politically pretty far. I don't want to get into it, but like pretty far left.
Yeah.
But I find a lot of things fucking funny. Like, you know, I'm like, I don't know. Although I do find that a lot of, maybe not necessarily online, because the loudest voices online are always going to be the fringe and the most annoying.
Right.
But I do find that a lot of far left people do have pretty good senses of humor.
Yeah.
At least from my personal experience.
Yeah.
It's more of the people that are like less on the progressive side, more on the liberal side of things, more like center left people that are too sensitive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think what I have decided is like, as far as is always resort to like, I want to approach life as like I'm just a comic first, or I'm just like trying to be funny first.
For sure.
And like the sense of humor is the most important thing to me, and that trumps having political
That Donald
belief.
Trumps
That Donald
everything.
Trump's political belief.
Exactly.
Because it's like I don't really know what I am politically. Because
Sure.
I couldn't decide on one way or the other. I kind of just like, I'm tired of trying to feel like I need to be one way or the other too.
Sure. That's valid.
And that's why I'm writing myself in. For local elections, I did write myself in as sheriff.
Do you really?
Yes.
I did
My
that.
uncle did too, so I got 2 votes.
One year in Cherokee County, where I grew up, the sheriff was running unopposed.
Yes.
And so I got all my friends to vote for me.
Awesome.
I don't know how many votes. I got at least 4.
Yeah.
At least 4 votes.
It's enough.
But
It's enough to make him sweat.
it was rigged.
It's enough to make that guy sweat. Sweat.
Sweating baby bullets.
Oh,
Little baby. Do they call them baby bullets because they're so small? There's little babies?
like a bullet? Oh, a BB.
Babies. Because they're so small.
For sure, yeah, BB.
It's a little baby.
I know that BBs have been around
Did you
before.
shoot BB guns as a kid?
Yeah. Now I just shoot real guns.
Sick as hell.
They're on the episode with AJ and Kenny. They
I watched it.
they pointed guns at Noob Assassin.
Noob Assassin, I would never do that.
Unbelievable.
I would accuse you of killing my dad at the very beginning of the podcast, but
Not threatening to
you know what you did.
do something bad to you. God damn, should we get some Indian food?
I would love to get
We
some
really
Indian
covered
food.
it all. We can do it again. We can do a part 2.
Some vegetable.
This is the longest podcast I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Almost 2 hours. Crazy.
That's a long time. Some
ladies
might
and
say
gentlemen.
too long.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. It's Sherry. Oops, sorry. I meant to applause. There we go. You can find him. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Riley Reed. Scroll down to like 2019. You'll find me.
Yeah.
But other than that, my social media is just at my name, Sherry Beersdorf, BeersDorf. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, Pornhub, Grindr, FetLife. That's it. Yeah.
It's FetLife.
FetLife is like a social media site for kinky people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I need to. That's not my FetLife handle. So if you look it up, it's not there. I do need to delete my FetLife because there's nudes on there.
You got any shows coming up?
When is this coming out?
Tomorrow.
Oh shit. I'm featuring at Buteco this Saturday, the 18th. I'll be at Laughing Skull on the 20th. I'm doing your show, Riff Raff, on the 1st. On the 14th of June, I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama, doing some gay queer pride show. I don't know the full details on that yet, but I post all my shows on my social media.
Yeah, that's where you can find them. And you know me, got Riff Raff coming up. I'm gonna be in Madison County this Saturday, then back here, then
Are you doing comedy in Madison?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Miles Bunch show.
Oh, fun.
I'll meet you.
Oh, Madison, Georgia. We
Madison,
literally
Georgia.
already talked
Yeah.
about this.
What else? I got some stuff coming up. We're getting back out there after my little hiatus. Not really a purposeful hiatus, but it's good to be back. It is good to be sober. I was thinking in the bathroom, it's really good to be sober because it was really bad there for a second. I am grateful. I'm grateful to everyone who listens. I appreciate it. I do enjoy doing this. Thank you, Sherry, for coming on. It's life is good and getting lots of cool stuff cooking. I'm moving to Austin in August. I put in my
We're going to miss you.
yeah. You can come. You can move too.
I can always come.
I'm
I'm ready to come at any time.
But that'll be a new thing. But I put in my notice to moving out of here, so I am officially moving in. I'll be out of here August 5th. I'll be out of here.
Damn.
So we've got
So soon.
2.5 months.
Wild.
But we'll reach that bridge when we cross it. So that's enough meandering for now. I'm Taylor. Thank you for listening to Taylor Neely's show. I love you guys so much. It's always it's a privilege to podcast.
Bye,
Bye.
Noob Assassin.